Hello friend, today we are going to learn the classical mechanics unit first, some techniques of calculus of variation. Before demonstrating that the Lagrange's equation follows from equation del I is equal to del of integral t1 to t2 L of q1 q2 up to the term qn and q1 dot up to the term qn dot, and third variable is t dt is equal to 0. We must first examine the method of calculus of variation, but the main problem of this calculation is to find a curve for which some given line integral has a stationary value, means this equation have a stationary value. But the first consider first problem is an essentially one dimensional form. Means we have a function f of y dot x is defined on a path y is equal to y of x between the value x1 and x2. Means we have the function f of y dot x on a path y is equal to y of x, and between the value x1 and x2, where y dot is the derivative of y with respect to x, and we wish to find a particular path y of x such that the line integral j of a function f between x1 to x2, and that is j is equal to integral x1 to x2 f of y dot x dx, and this value of this integral has a stationary and relative to the path differing infinitesimally from the correct function y of x. The variable x here play the role of the parameter t. X is play role parameter of t, because in Hamiltonian equation we take x in place of x we take t, and we consider only such varied path for which y of x1 is equal to y1 and y of x2 is equal to y2, and in the one-dimensional configuration space, both the correct and varied path are the segment of the straight line connecting y1 and y2. The path differ only in the functional relation between y and x, and the problem is one-dimensional and y is not coordinate. Y is a function of x. First, we draw the figure. In figure, draw x-axis, y-axis, that is x-axis, and this is y-axis, and take 2 points. and coordinate of this point is x1 y1 and this point is x2 y2. These 2 points are joined by the curve this is the figure 1. In this figure, we put the problem in the form that enable to us to use the familiar apparatus of the differential calculus for finding the stationary point of the function. And find the stationary point of this function since j, this is called j must have a stationary value for correct path relative to any neighboring path. The variation must be 0 and relative to some particular set of neighboring path labeled by the parameter alpha. Such set of path might be denoted by y of x comma alpha with y of x comma 0 representing the correct path. For example, if we select any function n on eta of x and that vanishes at x is equal to x1 and x is equal to x2, then possible set of varied path is given by y of x comma alpha is equal to y of x comma 0 plus alpha into eta of x. That is equation 1. For simplicity, it is assumed that both the correct path y of x and auxiliary function eta of x are well-behaved function, continuous and non-singular between the value of x1 and x2, with continuous first and second derivative in the same interval for any such parametric family of the curve j. And then in equation these equations it is given as star. Then equation of the first it also the function of alpha, and then j of alpha is equal to integral x1 to x2 f of y of x alpha y dot of x alpha and x dx. By using this equation first, that is given as star, and then the condition for obtaining a stationary point is familiar and one that dj upon d alpha at alpha is equal to 0 is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. And by the usual method of differentiating under integral sign, and we find that integrate the equation first and then we get dj upon d alpha is equal to integral x1 to x2 del f upon del y into del y upon del alpha plus del f upon del y dot and del y dot upon del alpha, and derivative of x is 1 and then dx. This is equation 3rd. And consider the second of this integral. Consider the second of this integral, then x1 to x2 del f upon del y dot into del y dot upon del x into dx is equal to x1 to x2 del f upon del y dot, and y dot is dy by dx. Then this value is del 2y upon del x del alpha, and integrating the by part, and integral becomes integrating x1 to x2 del f upon del y dot into del 2y upon del x del alpha dx is equal to del f upon del y dot into del y upon del x and del y upon del alpha, and taking limit x1 to x2 minus integral x1 to x2 derivative of d dx of del f upon del y dot into dy upon d alpha del y upon del alpha dx. That is equation number 4. The condition on all the varied curve are that they are passed through the point x1 y1 and x2 y2, and hence the partial derivative of y with respect to alpha at x1 and x2 must be vanished. Means putting this value and that become vanished. Therefore, the first term of above equation vanish. Therefore, this term is vanished, and then equation on third reduced to the form dj upon d alpha is equal to integral x1 to x2 df upon del y minus dd derivative with respect to x del f upon del y dot into del y upon del alpha into dx. Means this after calculating equation 3 and 4, we give this equation and the condition for stationary value in equation 2 del j upon del alpha at alpha is equal to 0 is 0, and therefore the equivalent to the equation becomes integral x1 to x2 del f upon del y minus derivative with respect to x del f upon del y dot and del y upon del alpha at alpha is equal to 0 into dx is equal to 0. Now the partial derivative of y with respect to alpha in this equation number 5. In equation 5 is the function of x, and that is the arbitrary except of continuity and endpoint condition. For example, for the particular parametric family of varied path is given in equation first, means that equation, it is the arbitrarily function neta of x, and we can therefore apply to the equation 5 so called the fundamental lemma. This equation is called fundamental lemma. Fundamental lemma of the calculus of variation, and which says if integral x1 to x2 m of x into eta of x dx is equal to 0, and that is equation 6. For all arbitrary functions et of x continuous through the second derivative, then m of x must identically vanish in interval x1 to x2. While a formal mathematical proof of lemma can be found in the text on the calculus of variation, and the validity of the lemma is easily seen, and we can imagine the constructing the function eta that is positive in the immediate of any chosen point in the interval and 0 everywhere. Then it follows that j can have a stationary value only if j have stationary value only if del f upon del y minus derivative of x with respect to x del f upon del y dot is equal to 0. The differential quantity del y upon del alpha at alpha is equal to 0 into d alpha is equal to del y, and then this represent the correct path y of x at point x, and thus corresponding to the displacement introduced in basic of classical mechanics. And similarly, the variation of j about the correct path can be designated dj upon d alpha at 0 d alpha is equivalent to del j. This is equation number 7, and in this equation j is stationary for correct path and can be written as del j is equal to integral x1 to x2 del f upon del y minus derivative with respect to x del f upon del y dot into del y dx is equal to 0. And here y of x satisfy the differential equation differential equation 5, and this del notation introduced the equation 6 and 7 may be used for convenient shortened for treating the variation of integral, remembering always that each stand for the manipulation of parametric families of the varied path. Then we see the some example of this application of the equation 5, and first application of this equation is the shortest distance between 2 points in a plane. An element of the length in a plane is given by ds, means distance ds is equal to under root of dx square plus dy square, and total length of any curve going between point 1 and 2 is I is equal to integral 1 to 2 ds, and that is equal to integral x1 to x2 under root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx. Means here dividing this equation by dx, and then we get this equation. And the condition that the curve be shortest path is the IB minimum, and this is the example of extreme problem. And then we get f is equal to under root of 1 plus y dot square, and substituting this value in above equation, then we get the df upon dy is equal to 0, and derivative with respect to y dot means df upon dy dot is equal to 1 upon 2 into under root of 1 plus y dot square into 2y dot, and here 2 cancel, and del f upon del y is equal to y dot upon under root of 1 plus y dot square. And here then differentiate it with respect to x, derivative of with respect to x, y dot upon 1 plus y dot square is equal to 0, because here y is not x is not present, therefore this quantity is constant and partial derivative becomes 0. This derivative is 0, therefore y dot upon 1 plus y dot square is equal to c, because integrating this we get constant, and here c is constant and solution can be valued only y dot is equal to a, because this is also constant and y dot is equal to a, and here a is constant. A is constant related to c by this a is equal to c upon under root of 1 minus c square, means here y dot is written as c. And but this is clearly the equation of the straight line, and equation of the equation of straight line is given by equation of the straight line, and equation of the straight line is y is equal to ax plus b. This is the equation of the straight line. This is the first example in shortest distance between 2 points in the plane. And here b is the constant of integration, and strictly the straight line has only been proved to be the extreme path. And but for this problem it is obviously also minimum. The constant of integration a and b determined by the condition of the curve passed through the two end point, that is x1 and x2. x1, x2, y1, y2. In similar fashion, we can obtain the shortest distance between 2 points on a sphere by setting up the arc length on the surface of the sphere in terms of the angle coordinate of position on the sphere. In general, curve that gives the shortest distance between 2 points on a given surface and are called geodesic of the surface. That is the this ds is also known as the geodesic of the surface.